Welcome to episode 11 of Beastars. Last time, Legosi stormed the castle to save Haru, and I guess we gotta work on getting out of there now, and we'll see how the rest of that goes. So I'm excited to see what happens. We're gonna watch it and discuss it. Subtitles and timer are on the screen if you want to follow along, or you can pull up the full episode on the side, but either way, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, starting off with the OP, of course. So yeah, and see how Gohin the panda is, since he got left behind down there. See if he's okay. But while the OP plays, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Beastars comes out every Sunday, with other videos every single day. Also check out the description down below for links to Twitter and Discord if you want to hang out there, and Patreon, where you can support what I'm doing here on the channel. You can get these videos early, you can vote in polls to decide what shows I watch, and all that stuff. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm assuming there's only possibly one more episode after this. So this might be our climax, them, the last episode and then getting out in this one, and then maybe an epilogue and just kind of showing what ramifications come from their actions here, and maybe not really addressing the murder at all of Tem, but just seeing what else we get. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. Wrap up in a semi-satisfying way, but also make you want to go read the manga for more. Then they're going to go ahead and need to make a second season of Land of the Lustrous, please. I just watched that for a second time because I showed it to my girlfriend and got to the end, and it's like, I need more. And then they need to make a second season of this too. Thank you. But I also just really like everything that Studio Orange has done so far, so if they also picked a new show to do, I'd probably like that too, though. That's the thing. It introduced me to Land of the Lustrous and Beastars, so if they introduce me to something else new too, well then, can I complain? Marching through the neon lights of summer. Seeing all the guys back at the school. Worried about the boy. Oh God, Rainy! Kabuchan! Poor little thing. Really no need to change the subtitles to Rainy. For English speakers, it makes sense. But, I mean, you might as well just keep its name what it is. It doesn't really matter, though, because I can hear him saying it, so it's fine. Yeah. Cut to this. Damn. All right. Yeah. Holy. Oh, damn. Holy fuck. Yeah. And now look at this shit. Oh my god. This man's bite. He won't fucking let go. He's gonna get his hand ripped off. Holy fuck. Haru can't really do anything. Ugh. But how do you just sit there and watch it happen? It's like, I can't run away. It's probably best if she doesn't run. There are other lions, probably. Probably best to stay near you. Oh. Good one. Yep, you can't choose. He looks so badass in his fucking white tank top. All right, finding purpose. Might not really want her to see this, but it's what he's got to do. All right, let's go into fucking super wolf mode. Okay, well, all right, shit, here we go. It's so, holy shit. It's awesome, like, this fight, because it's so, like, animalistic and just brutal. It's like watching two animals fight, but you don't want to see that because that's sad. But they're also, like, humanoid enough to where it can just be a fun, like, shonen fight as well, with the brutality of just being so animalistic. And like you're watching a wolf just like lunge and bare its teeth at somebody, and it's scary. Shit, I guess he went for the throat, like Goheen told him. Yeah, that's terrifying, actually. I don't know if, like, is she gonna? I mean, she knows he's there to help her. She can overcome any instinctive fear to take his hand. He genuinely looks like a zombie with all the blood and this lighting and everything. But is that... Whoa! Oh yeah, he's pretty tired. But they still have to get out of here. I feel like there's going to be more of a threat, like more lions. I don't think they took care of everybody. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the escape will actually be easy. Alright, I mean, I guess they've done it. He got all these guys tied up and then left, apparently. So I guess he's fine. Okay, didn't quite go for the throat. Yeah. That's actually, that makes sense. He wasn't. He's still a good guy. Wasn't just gonna rip this guy's throat out. He let him live. Bam! Hit from behind. Right? Go in. No. Oh, shit! Not what I expected. He showed up! A little late to the party, but there's not much he really could have done in a fight against lions. He showed up for an important thing here. Fucking Louis just shows... Whoa! Whoa! He did not have the same... Oh, the same kindness as Lugosi. I've never seen a deer wield a gun before. And it's pretty cool. So more of them do have guns. This guy had a gun, they have guns. Louis, I don't know where the fuck he got a gun. Maybe he took it from one of them. Damn. Holy shit. Oh my god. He blew his brains out. He just murdered a man. Put it in his mouth and pulled the fucking trigger. That was surprising. I'm glad he showed up. I can't imagine he's just going to be eaten right now, so we'll see what happens. Oh, I am hungry. Not rabbit, though, I promise. Yeah, he's just sitting there, completely torn up. But I guess he's okay. Good job being prepared. Yeah, it's just kind of like a normal little meal. Just sort of sitting here having lunch after that traumatic experience. I love the difference in the size of their meals. Oops, no train. Whoa. Okay, hotel. Meanwhile, nobody at school. I love the little chihuahua. Whoa! Ah! Hello. Yes? Yep. So, and one being a wolf and one being a rabbit, they're gonna assume the worst. The bunny magazine? Is it in there? Oh no, it's. Okay. I didn't think he'd have that with him, so he had those books. So, with those books, might not even be worried about him eating her, just worried about other shit. But they're like, nah, he wouldn't do anything. So, I guess we're going into a love hotel. It looked like a cat over there, and it looked like she was licking. It's a nice little detail. That's what was happening. Yeah, I'll just stay out here. No, I don't think she'll let that happen. I think she sees you very differently than those lions. I don't think that bothers her. Okay. He's in heat. He's all hyped up. Well, she's basically just telling him he has the right to do whatever he wants. I don't think that's going to happen, though. And I kinda hope it doesn't. We'll see. I mean, he's going straight to the top. Like yeah, things are escalating so fast, going from no experience with a girl straight to possibly Home run. You know what I mean. He's so nervous and he doesn't know what's happening. She has. It's been kind of a normal thing for her a lot of the time. Yeah, a few. Uh, uh, whew, so tense. The heartbeat and just the slow movement. I didn't know what he would do. It's very awkward for sure. Yeah, you did. That's got to be pretty disheartening for her to say that when you're trying to do that. And he's shocked that he tried to do it in the first place. Damn. Is he just straight up telling her about that night right now? Yeah, I guess he wants her to know the truth. I feel like she had some idea that that might be the case, but I mean, we'll see what happens now that she knows. So she knew entirely? Okay, so yeah, she suspected. It was always unclear how much she knew. So that made her more confused, more afraid. Yeah. I love this shot. The escalators just cutting between, those two similar poses. So good. His heart's gonna explode. He wants both deep down. She really is. There's a pretty big difference between you guys. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. Oh yeah, the claws. How did you notice her ribs before you noticed her boobs? Wait a minute. And like they're definitely big enough to know that you're touching them. Hey, there's the money. He was just so surprised, he just didn't think of it. Like, wait, am I touching her? Yeah, you've got to be like super careful. Again, like this might not even physically work. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. I would have expected maybe him to have a moment of wanting to, but for her, like I didn't even know for sure what happened in that moment. I was like, did he accidentally a little bit? But no, like she actually, it looked like she went towards his mouth, and I was like, wait, what? And yeah, holy shit, that's fucked. So, that's an awkward situation. Let's talk about that episode. All right, episode 11. We have finished off this conflict. They got out of there, but there's only one episode left, which really sucks because I'm loving this story and I really want to see where it's going to go, and I'd love for them to make more or to eventually read the manga. We'll see what happens, but from what we've had so far, I love it, and I can't wait to see what they do next time. The epilogue of all of this, the aftermath, especially with what we get at the end with our main characters, with Lewis. I mean, my god. But yeah, this was good. I really enjoyed it. I like cutting back to some of the other guys at the school, just wondering where Lugosi is. Just the whole scene with his little bug and how this relates to being unable to relate to people who are so different than them. Being this big, strong, carnivorous wolf, unable to relate to someone who's constantly fearing death. And like I've said throughout this whole show, this series deals with a lot of very human issues, in my opinion, really well, which is so interesting because of the animal characters, but it uses these things that are exclusive to these animals, like the divide between all the different species, between carnivores and herbivores, as a way to really exemplify and exaggerate like human issues, because like what they're talking about here, people are different, everybody's a little bit different, and it's hard to understand each other. And that's just shown so much more clearly through these animals who have such huge, clear differences that we can really see that and see it in ourselves. And you can see somebody like Lugosi, who has so much to overcome and so much to try to understand about somebody like Haru, that it can be kind of inspiring. Like, if these fucking animals, if these carnivores and herbivores can maybe try to understand each other and get along, then what the fuck is our problem? Why do we suck so badly? It's like Zeus and Roxanne, the movie. If a dog and a dolphin can love each other, then why can't we? Right? Fantastic. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the point is, what the purpose is, and for Lugosi to take that into his own hands, have this purpose of defending Haru. That fight was so cool. Like I said, it's just like badass shonen battling that you really like to see, but with that animalistic side too. You know, they don't ignore that the characters are animals. You see him bare his fangs. People are getting bitten. It's brutal. It's violent. It's like watching an animal attack someone or something. And I thought he ripped the guy's throat out. But yeah, it was just brutal. And then that scene where he is like, all right, Haru, you're okay now. He looked genuinely terrifying, to the point where if she had backed away, I wouldn't have been surprised. But she was able to overcome any kind of base rabbit instinct and understand that he was there to save her, and she took his hand and was very grateful to him. But yeah, I'm glad that he didn't kill the guy, though, because that's not who Lugosi is. He just went for the shoulder. Then Lewis makes his entrance. That was surprising. I expected them to have more resistance on the way out. Like I said last time, I don't think the way the action... Well, no. The action itself, what we saw, I really liked. The action all looked really good. It was really fun. Just all these specific logistics of, like, why was there only one gun until this episode when there were suddenly way more? Why weren't there more guys? Why wasn't it generally harder? Those can be forgiven because what we did see I did really like, and just I care about the characters and the conflict so much. So, yeah, I expected them to have more trouble on their way out, like there would still be more lions left over, which there were, or Goheen might have gotten into trouble, but apparently he was perfectly fine. He tied everybody up and he just left. So, yeah, they actually get out of there conflict-free. They're almost screwed over by the lion who almost shoots them. I don't know why he didn't bring out that gun before. I don't know where he had that. Then I expected Goheen to still be there, and it's suddenly Lewis, and I'm like, holy shit. He has a gun too. I don't know where he got it. I guess he took it from one of them, and then a couple other guys come in, and I think they had guns. It's like, first of all, those guys who just came in, where were they during the conflict? And also, why did none of the people who needed guns have them? Those are small things, but I just love all of the emotional character beats so much that those can be forgiven. But yeah, for Lewis, he just murders the fucking guy. He just... that was crazy. He just puts the gun in his mouth, he pulls the trigger, blows his goddamn brains out, and then he's just maniacally talking about how the other lions are gonna eat him. I assume he won't die, so I'm really curious to see what happens there. But yeah, that's a big cliffhanger. And then with Lugosi and Haru, I love the scene of them eating together at her tiny little plate and his huge one. After that huge event, they're just kind of sitting down eating lunch across from each other. He looks all badass, bloodied in his tank top and everything. And just everything she's thinking about him, how appreciative she is, and everything that she's feeling for him is really great. So many of the visuals are great. I love the escalator. The fact that they have to get a hotel, the escalator, how quick things are escalating. The comparison of when he attacked her in episode 1, and then him holding her in this one, and then the spinning shots showing the mirror of that scene reflected against this one. That stuff looked so good. I really, really liked that a lot. Just some of the small details, like when he takes off his shoes in the bedroom, and the money is in there, because they had mentioned before that he kept money in his shoes. Just small little stuff like that that I really appreciate and respect. But yeah, I was thinking that I didn't want them to have sex, because I didn't want for it to be like, you know, sex with her is his reward for being the good guy and going to save her. But it's really not like that, because she was acknowledging her feelings for him. Like, she was thinking about how they were together and how she felt and how much she appreciated him, not just like, oh, you saved me, so I guess I'll have sex with you here. She was acknowledging, like, genuine feelings already, so, you know, it was more than just that. So, once it all started, I was into it, and I think this was presented really well. It was very slow, like, the build-up to it, him just thinking about kissing her, going in for the kiss, then just, like, getting into this whole thing. It was really awkward, which is appropriate for these two young kids, somebody like Lugosi in that situation for the first time. It should be. Just the way it was taken very slow and pretty respectfully, how nervous he was. I thought that was just really well done. And then the ending was insane. But yeah, like, it's gonna be difficult. It's a very intimate moment, like her seeing the scars on his back and them getting so close and everything, not knowing what exactly is gonna happen. Like, are they gonna go through with it, or are they not? Is he potentially going to try to eat her? Just general teen awkwardness in a situation like that, accompanied by the possible violence that could happen, and the tension from that. But I still don't know if it really can work that well physically. Like, he's got to be really careful with his huge claws and everything. He can't be too strong with her. He's really big. He weighs a lot more than her. I love the boob caressing. Generally in anime you get that kind of thing, and it's just totally a joke. I fell on her boobs. Or the Kizumonogatari thing, which was just insanity and comedic. But here, it was like a very real, respectable moment where he's so out of his element and inexperienced, he didn't even really fully realize it. He's like, wait a minute, those ribs? wait a minute, then could those be? Before he knew what was going on. But then the ending, my God, for a second I didn't know what happened. I'm like, oh shit, did he actually just try to bite her? Because all of a sudden she's in his mouth. And it looked like she kind of put herself there. And I was like, what the hell? And turns out, yeah, that is what happened. It's not just his instincts that are a problem, hers as well. She just lunged for his mouth, not even instincts to get away, survival instincts. She's like, it's my rabbit DNA telling me how wrong this is. And that's really complicated. There's a lot of complexity into this relationship and their feelings versus their instincts and who they are versus who they want to be. But yeah, I just love all that, all those themes that this show has addressed about understanding other people and understanding yourself and being your own person. And, you know, it's not just about being, I'm an herbivore, I'm a carnivore, that's all I am. Like, they're their own individual people, and they can try to be who they want. And I want to read the manga because I want to see where all that stuff is going to go, because there's only one episode left and they can't. There's so much more. There's probably so much more. The monkey lady? That was terrifying. I can't wait to see what happens with them and just with everything here. Like, now that happened to that group, what are the consequences going to be? I can't wait to see. I really hope we touch on that in the next episode. And then there's the fact that Haru suspected the entire time that Lugosi is the one who attacked her. And I assumed that was the case. From the beginning, it was unclear exactly how much she remembered, and she seemed like she was kind of hiding some of the truth. Like, she said she didn't remember anything at all. Then later she said, I actually do remember it, I just don't know who it was. And so it was always kind of unclear, and I always suspected that she at least had some kind of idea that it might have been him, and she did. She couldn't say for sure, but that contributed to her unease around him and just kind of her confusion, because he was so nice and accepting sometimes, but then she was like, but does he want to eat me? And so it was hard for her to really understand him, which makes a lot of sense. But I still really love that scene at the end. Like, it was just so well done, and I want to see what the hell's going to happen. Like, they're still right there. I mean, after that, do you call it off? Maybe take your time, slowly, get to know each other better, try to overcome this stuff, take the relationship slowly, maybe try to build up to this more. I don't know, I would kind of like to see that. But Lewis, everything else surrounding this whole event, this should probably be a pretty huge thing. This is going to be like a big news story, right? Are we going to get to see the whole Meteorite Festival? Man, I want to see a lot of stuff. There's only one episode left. So let me know your thoughts on this episode. We can talk about it more down in the comments. If you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to see more, check out the Patreon and all that stuff linked down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.